God gives us a choice through free will. Choose him or choose the devil. Choose sin or choose to do good. Choose the devil's poison or God's antidote. The poison used by the devil are what we call the 7 deadly sins. Align with these and you will die and be without God for all eternity. God provides an antidote, though, for each of these deadly sins through what we call the 7 holy virtues. Align with these and you will live with God for all eternity. We start with what is called the root of all sin, pride, a poison that gets us placing ourselves above others, even over God, that we're better or no more. The antidote, humility, knowing our need for God and giving God all the glory. Regular prayer, going to confession, worshiping Jesus in the Eucharist can all act as antidotes to pride. The second deadly sin is greed, an excessive desire for wealth, power, possessions for our own gain, a poison that gets us thinking only of ourselves to the detriment of others. The antidote is generosity, acts of charity, volunteering your time, giving money to your church or charitable organizations, understanding that our possessions are all gifts from God. The third deadly sin is envy, a sadness over someone else's blessings, a poison that cultivates bitterness in the heart. The antidote is kindness, or rejoicing in the success of others, praying for others, and practicing gratitude, especially when receiving the Eucharist, and realizing that what we have is all due to the grace of God. The fourth deadly sin is anger, uncontrolled feelings of hate or rage, a poison that seeks revenge or retaliation. The antidote, meekness, having the patience, promoting calm and understanding. When angry, think of Jesus, as he had all the reason to show anger toward us, and yet he chose to forgive. Align with Jesus. The fifth deadly sin is lust, a disordered desire for sexual pleasure, a poison that has us treating others as objects. The antidote is chastity, which enables self-control and respect and true love for others. Prayer, the sacraments, and doing the sign of the cross when tempted are tools that you can use to fight this poison. The sixth deadly sin is gluttony, an overindulgence in food and drink, but also an obsession with comfort or luxury, a poison that disconnects us from having gratitude for God's blessings. The antidote is temperance or self-control. The church encourages fasting for this reason, to understand that all we have again is due to God's grace. The seventh deadly sin is sloth, either physical laziness or disinterest in spiritual growth, a poison that causes us to not pray, to not think God cares, and to refuse to seek God. The antidote is diligence, forming a habit of prayer, mass attendance, and charitable acts are always to combat the poison of sloth. God calls us to be holy because he knows we can be by relying on him. Practice the virtues. It will make you closer to God, and when you're closer to God, joy will follow.